What's up, my dudes and duettes? Welcome to another episode of SportsCy. Today we're going to be working on the core so that we can increase that vertical jump, but also a bonus, you're going to be able to look good at the beach while doing this. What's up, Fish? What you crying for? Y'all remember Fish? Well, he's back again, but let's get to this workout. All right, so we're back in the gym. As you can tell, the boys back there are discussing their usual stuff. But today, the important thing that we really need to work about is doing core exercises that really help us with that vertical jump. As an added bonus, like I said, you're gonna be able to look good at the beach, because, you know, what's the point of doing all this in the summer, you know what I'm talking about? So, the first thing that you have to understand if you're doing vertical jump is that your core is involved in all that motion. When you're jumping up, or when you're getting down, getting ready to jump up, all that's involved is that your core has to be the transfer unit in between. That's the bridge that connects the two. I've noticed myself, every time I try to work on my jump or try to measure my jump, if I got tight hips, it's all because my core is not really activating. So it's important sometimes that my hips are loose, but it's also important that I have that stability in that core. So the first exercise that we're gonna go to is one of my absolute favorites, and it's the Swissball Rollout. That one is hellish. So I was using medicine ball when I'm doing the Swissball rollouts. I typically, if I want to challenge myself, I'll use a smaller one. But if you're just starting out, a good one to do is just one that's a little bit higher. So the bigger it is, like, you're gonna have less of an angle, you're gonna have a little bit less tension on your core. But if you want to challenge yourself, you can do the same one that I'm doing. By the way, I'm also gonna put this workout in the description below so that you can follow along. And to go back to what I was talking about with the core, a lot of times when we're trying to work on core, we think that we need to work on like ab crunches and things like that, but that's not what helps you with your vertical jump. What really helps you with the vertical jump is getting that core to be strong so that you have that stability, because your core is really attached to your hip, which affects your posterior chain, which is that backside, which is heavily involved in your vertical jump. So with this Swissball rollout, my favorite thing to do is I bend my arms, making sure that my feet are staying on the ground, and then I roll forward. Now, one thing that some of my athletes used to struggle with this is that you'll typically want to bend over and just lean into it. So what you want to do during this exercise is just push your hips forward, try to keep a straight line, and then extend as far as you go, and then when you come back, you bend back your elbows again to the starting position. So I do these about 2 to 3 sets, and so today I'm gonna do 2 more sets. But after that, we're gonna go to the next exercise, and we'll keep talking more about how these core exercises can help you look good at the beach and improve your vertical jump. Dang, Hassan, you gotta go, man? You gonna take my boy Fish away?
Hell yeah, dude.
I'll miss you, Fish.
We're gonna go hang out.
Oh, man. All right, I'll catch you next time, boss.
Peace, dude.
All right. Alright, so with that exercise, now I'm done, I jump to the next one. So reason why I have Swissball rollouts in my program is just because it helps with core stability. Core stability is a really important thing, but now we gotta work on to the next thing, which is back over there, we gotta work on some medicine ball throws. And the reason why we're gonna be doing medicine ball throws is that they help you get that power movement out of your core. If you're gonna be explosive, you're gonna try to dunk, you gotta make sure that you're explosive. So let's get to these medicine ball throws. All right, so those look odd, but what I'm doing is I'm kneeling down and I'm doing a chest toss to the wall. This is very important because it's very similar to football players. If you've ever done these, it's broad jumps basically that you're doing. But the reason why I'm kneeling is because it's gonna require me to have to use my hips a lot more, and it's still a core exercise and you're able to push through. Now, because we're working on power with this one, I'm also gonna do a second exercise in this one, which is gonna be kneeling med ball toss. So I'm gonna be doing that knee ball, I'm gonna be doing that knee tuck jump that I do, but I'm gonna toss the ball. Because I'm kind of in the gym and I don't wanna hit anything up in the air, that's also why I'm doing this. So if you're outside, throw it up as high as you want to, and this is what it looks like. All right, so I'm finished with those. So now, as we're going through this workout, we did the stability, just finished the power. Now we gotta get a little bit more endurance. So from the endurance aspect, what I'm gonna be doing is some planks, but with a variation. Watch. So that is a plank that you can do, where I call it plank plate slides. So what you're doing basically is just holding a plank and you're getting your core to activate, lifting your hips up, and then you're taking the opposite hand and you're reaching over, dragging it over across, dragging it over across. For this one, I'm going about 8 each side, so totaling 16, doing 3 sets of it. So as I keep doing this, I'm gonna get better endurance when it comes to my core, and it's gonna help me ultimately with the vertical jump. So I'm gonna do this, then we're gonna do a bonus exercise that combines all 3 of these things. Take me out, coach. I'm exhausted. All right, so now the next one is actually an exercise that works your chest, arms, core, everything. You probably see me do it on this channel before, and it helps with all of these things: power, endurance, and stability, and you're gonna get a good core workout. And I'm talking about none other than Hindu push-ups. So let's do them. But that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the Hindu push-up. I love Hindu push-ups just because get to work the shoulders, get to work the chest, and right at the end when you get that full extension, really get those abs, and you're able to get on those lower abs, which are really important for that hip mobility, and also affects how much energy is being put from your legs to your core to your upper body to be able to jump higher. But that does it for me today. Just gonna take the rest of the day off, chill with the homie Tao over there, take some photos. By the way, if you're not following me on Instagram, you can also follow me at sports_cy. I tend to put some pictures that are inspirational about sports and also some tips to help you get better. But that does it for me. Appreciate my doers and duets for everything you do. I'll catch y'all next time. Thanks for checking me out.